On me either.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the start of the video. Today is a different type of day. It's a Monday and I am headed to work, but I get to wear business casual attire. I have a special training this week rather than my normal work duties. So I get a week off of my normal work duties, but I get to jump into something that I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. So I'm trying to get out the door right now, so I'll explain more later. But basically, I'm doing a program this week that's going to, I don't really know all the details, but I'll be doing some public speaking and presentations in the future. I have a presentation on Thursday actually with all of my leadership, but your girl's trying to get better at public speaking. We'll talk more about that later. I will tell you that 20-year-old Lex would have never ever volunteered to public speak at all because it was one of my number one biggest fears. But but over the years I've slowly, my confidence has slowly grown, and now I'm at a point where I know I can do it. So I guess I'm gonna learn about that this week. We will see. I got my book bag, my lunchbox ready. As you can see, we're rocking with a slightly smaller lunchbox since my flight attendant days. Because I don't have to pack 40 days worth of food at a time. Love that for me. But we'll talk more later, and y'all wish me luck. I literally don't know what I'm getting myself into. So I will talk to y'all later.
3 hours later.
All right, y'all, it is lunchtime. Woo, we got a nice little lunch. But yeah, the day's going good so far. About to go ahead off to have some lunch, sit outside, soak up the sunshine, and get that vitamin D. Y'all, it has been a long but fruitful day. Let's debrief. All right, cheetah onesie is on. That means we are shutting it down. It is the end of the day. What's up? Ooh, I am shiny. Have not been the best vlogger today, but it is time to debrief. She's nice and moisturized. I took a shower. I retightened half of the front of my hair. I'm working on my hair again because I have my hair appointment next month, and I don't want to let my hair grow out too much before my appointment so that she doesn't have like an afro that's going to take 7 hours to retighten when I go get my hair retightened. So I'm retightening it, not down to the meat, but just enough so that it'll grow out for a few weeks, and it'll be hopefully no more than like a 4-hour retightening session. But anyways, this is my favorite part of the day: being home, getting dinner ready, debrief time. Today was a great day, and doing a program which basically gonna give me the opportunity to help new airmen transition into the base, to have public speaking opportunities, and help people while also getting more comfortable with my public speaking skills. Is something that I used to be absolutely terrified of, and I mean, it was like probably one of my top 2 biggest fears just growing up, just from a lack of confidence and not believing in myself and not thinking that anything I had to say was important or correct, or just a whole low self-esteem snowball that I had going on for a very long time. And after the pandemic, pretty much hit rock bottom and built myself back up, and I realized that I have a lot more confidence than I ever thought I could. But I remember in college I had this math class, and we had the option to either write a 10-page paper or give like a 5-minute talk in front of the class. And I was the only person out of like 40 students who opted to write the paper because I was that scared to stand up in front of the class and give a presentation. So that was when I was probably like 19 years old, and now 15 years later, I'm volunteering for it. I'm like, yeah, let's go. I want to do this. I want to challenge myself. It's a big difference. I used to never raise my hand in class in school, and I mean all the way through graduating college, I would never raise my hand. I would always try to hide in the back, and I was never very good at hiding. People always noticed me, so I don't know why I was trying to hide in the first place, but I tried my best to hide. The difference between now and then is night and day. I was one of the main people raising my hand today, expressing my thoughts, answering questions, giving examples. It's just kind of a testament to just the years. I would say for the last maybe 5 to 6 years, I've been doing little tiny actions that have slowly built my confidence little by little by little. You guys saw me go through my fitness journey during the pandemic. A lot happened around that time. I pretty much hit rock bottom. I had to cut some people off during that time, realizing that there were people in my life who just really didn't deserve my presence in their life, and walking away away from people and having that really hurt me, but also build up my self-esteem and made me realize I had to choose myself over other people. Doing that made me start to look in the mirror and look around in my life and all the things that I was doing that were self-destructive. Like I used to binge eat. I don't think I've talked about that very much on this channel, but I used to binge eat really bad for a long time. Probably started from childhood, like just constantly eating sweets. And I used to, when I lived in Newark, I would walk to the store. I would walk to Whole Foods. I would get like an entire box of cookies and I would eat the whole entire box. And I thought that was fine. I thought that was normal. And I would do that every single day. And I thought that because I wasn't fat, that I was fine. But I was like literally this close to having diabetes. My body was inflamed. I was in constant pain. I felt terrible. And I just didn't even realize how self-destructive that was and how much I was hurting myself. And I let go of that habit. During the pandemic, I let go of every self-destructive behavior that I was doing at the time. I just dropped everything all at once, cold turkey, and I replaced my vice of just constantly overindulging in sugary sweets and just fast food and whatever I wanted. I replaced that vice with something a lot of people do, which was working out. So if you guys have been following the channel for years, you saw that journey. I started working out. I was like SpongeBob in the gym with the 5-pound weights. Started out with 5-pound weights. It's crazy to think about now. I could barely lift them, but I went to the gym. I went to the gym every single day, just about. I think I was going to the gym 6 days a week during the pandemic. I didn't have a job, so I was in the gym, building myself up, making myself strong. And I just watched my body transform before my eyes. It was just the craziest thing. That's when I started cycling. I started riding my bike. It started with, I think the first bike ride I did was like 2 miles. And then it went from that to a couple months later, I was riding my bike like 4 or 5 hours a day, like 40, 50 miles a day. I started running. And within a year, I went from never running at all to running my first marathon. And I also was like, well, if I can do that, maybe I can conquer one of my biggest fears, which was the water. And y'all saw me go through that journey, learning how to swim, completing that triathlon, like little itty bitty things just built up and like snowballed in a positive way to where I am now, where I realize that I have to fill my cup. I have to love myself first before I can love anyone else, before I can pour into anyone else. And just built me up to today where I'm just like, yeah, I'll volunteer for a program that's going to require me to do presentations in front of people, in front of leaders, in front of whoever. Like it doesn't faze me. The idea doesn't scare me. I'm ready to take on the challenge. And I would just encourage you, if you feel like you're lacking confidence, to just start with something small. If you've been following the vlogs, you know that I started longboarding also during the pandemic. I bought a longboard. I learned how to like switch the wheels out, and I started riding skateboarding. Like it's just the craziest thing. And something I never thought I'd be able to do, but it was so fun and a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And you know, just try something. Try something you feel scared to do. I would highly encourage you to try not to run away from the things you're afraid of, but to run towards the things you're afraid of. And that way you can conquer those things and you won't be afraid anymore. Yeah, I feel like I just rambled. I hope that made sense. But throughout this vlog, I'll talk a little bit about building confidence and how you can get to a place where you feel comfortable chasing down things that maybe you're afraid of. Because I think the anticipation of doing something that you're afraid of is a lot bigger than doing the actual thing. When you realize that nobody comes to watch your presentation and is like, wow, I hope she fails, hope she falls down on her face. And realizing that being embarrassed or failing is not the end of the world too. But I'm gonna put a pin in that. I've talked for 9 minutes, 10 minutes on this little rant. So now I'm gonna have to edit it, which I love. Let me show y'all something. I hear the water boiling. So I keep telling my wife to stop buying cookies because if they're in the house, I'll eat them. But this is the kind of cookies, like the kind of box of cookies I used to buy. This came with a lot of cookies. I think it says 8 chocolate chunk cookies. And now I can just eat one and be done with it. But I used to eat this whole entire box back in the day. If I had kept going on that path, I guarantee I'd have diabetes right now. But, ooh, water is almost done boiling. Get this dinner ready so we can relax and watch some trash TV. Morning, everybody. Y'all, it has not been the inspirational vlog-worthy morning routine that I was hoping for to start off today's video. I was just too tired. My wife had a bad dream at 2:32 this morning, and that woke me up. And then I couldn't get back to sleep until about 4:30. And my alarm was set for 5 so I could get up and work out and eat and have a nice slow morning. But after just laying awake for 2 hours, I just couldn't get back to sleep. I was also dreaming too. I was dreaming that I got a bread machine because I've been thinking about bread lately and like learning how to make bread. Camera just cut out. I don't know where it stopped and cut out, but anyways, like I was saying, I was also dreaming at the same time she had a bad dream. I was having like pretty neutral dream. I was dreaming about bread, and I dreamt that I got a bread machine and that I just put all the ingredients, including the yeast and like everything in the machine, and it just made the bread for me. I don't know. I don't think that's how bread machines work. I don't know. Maybe it is. I've been seriously considering getting a KitchenAid stand mixer. I've been wanting one for years, and I'm like this close to pulling the trigger. It's just like they're so expensive, but I'm thinking about getting a refurbished one, which are like $250, but the new ones are like over $400. So I'm this close to getting one. I've been talking about it for years, and especially over the last couple of months since we moved in here. Now that we have more space, we have more time, I could actually learn, start practicing baking and like make a sourdough starter and like actually do the process every day to make sure that it actually turns out good. So I'm gonna get a mixer. I'm just hesitating because they cost so much, but I know that KitchenAid mixers are known to like last forever, but I don't know, they don't really make stuff to last forever these days, so I don't know. But if I get one, it's gonna be refurbished. I'm big on getting refurbished stuff because it's literally almost always just as good. My laptop that I edit these videos on is refurbished. I mean, it's starting to slow down significantly, but I've had it for like almost 10 years and it's barely given me any issues, knock on wood. But yeah, it was like $1,500 less than what I would have paid for a brand new one. So if you want to get something, get like a certified refurbished from the company. It has to be from the actual company, but I would highly recommend it. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. Y'all let me know in the comments down below if you think that's a good idea. I'll probably have already pulled the trigger by the time this vlog goes up, but we'll see. But long story short, I woke up almost 2 hours after I was originally gonna wake up. I finally got out of the bed at 7, and I'm lucky because with this training this week, I don't have to be to work until 8:30, which is amazing. It gives me so much more time to sleep, and I don't have to like rush as soon as I get home to hurry up and get to bed at like 8:30. So today is gonna be a great day. I'm naming it and claiming it already. I got my tea, and I'm gonna get a banana muffin that I made because I made banana muffins. I was in my housewife bag this weekend. I don't know if I told y'all this, but my first ever dream in life was to be a chef. I think I've talked about it a couple of times, but I like low-key still want to go back to culinary school. Like one day I want to like master the art of baking and cooking. But maybe I don't need to go to culinary school for that. But anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. Hopefully we'll have an Insta-worthy morning tomorrow morning. That's the goal. I still haven't, Monday is my off day. So Monday was yesterday. So I don't work out on Mondays. But I still have not been able to consistently string together Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday without one day at least me being so tired that I don't get up early enough to work out. And yes, I do know the difference between being lazy and being too tired. And sometimes there's like one day of the week where I'm just like, no, I think sleep would be more beneficial than me getting up to work out right now. So yeah, but we'll get back there. Anywho, I will see you guys in a bit. Let's have a great day. Happy Tuesday. It's lunchtime and I just am lacking today. I didn't pack a lunch. I have what my sister likes to call girl lunch. I have an apple here and that's pretty much all I have. There's like, the DFAC, the dining facility and food trucks around, but I just don't really want to spend any money. So just gonna be cool with my apple. Don't try this at home. This is not something I normally do, but today's been pretty good so far. Day 2 of this training, and today we got put on the spot and had to do a little mini presentation today. Just like a little, I think I've taught for like a minute. Just they're trying to teach us how to like do an introduction to a course that we're going to teach, like to try to grab the audience's attention. And as soon as he told us we were gonna have to do it, he gave us like a 5-minute warning. My heart started pounding. Just because I'm putting myself out here to do my public speaking doesn't mean I'm not nervous. I'm very nervous about it. I'm pretty sure my voice was vibrating and shaking the whole time I was up there, but I know that the more I do it, the more comfortable I get, the better I'll get at it, just like anything else. So I'm having faith in that process, and I'm proud of myself for trying. So far, I've been very actively participating and raising my hand a lot, speaking. I'm going to continue to do that, continue to push myself, and yeah, we'll see how the rest of the week goes. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting us to, I know the last 2 days we have to like full on present a course, but I wasn't expecting that today. So got the first one out the way, and hopefully by the end of the week I'll feel more comfortable, or just, you know, more confident. Confidence comes with experience, and I don't have a lot of experience right now. So y'all wish me luck. I'm gonna eat my girl lunch and not have a girl dinner for sure, but I'm gonna eat my lunch. I'm gonna decompress. I'm gonna study French. When I'm like on the go, I've been using Duolingo to study French. And then when I get home, I use a different program. I don't know if I talked to you guys about that. I've been studying French for like a little over a month. That's a whole nother conversation, but I'm trying to learn French, or at least get to a decent level by this time next year. And we'll talk about that later. Another side quest I'm doing, but I'm gonna read my book. I got my Kindle here. I like to read on my lunch breaks now. I can't really find another time to read. So lunchtime is reading time, sometimes napping time, but it's definitely a decompressing time. So I will see you guys later. I love getting gas on base. Probably one of the only times you're not gonna have anybody creepy walking up to you trying to talk to you at the gas station. Let's go home. Good morning, y'all. Happy Wednesday. We are almost to Friday. That is the good news of today. And I got up and worked out today. I did snooze my alarm for an hour, so not too happy about that, but I'm so glad I got up, because today would have been a day where if I wouldn't have got up to work out, it would have definitely been out of just pure laziness, not out of just me being tired. So I'm getting back into incorporating weights again into my workouts. I've just been doing body weight. Basically since last April, I've been doing majority body weight exercises, and I definitely can tell in my body, not as, cut as I once was, and I'm not as strong as I was before. If you noticed, I was using the 5-pound dumbbells at first just to like get used to the movements again, sort of ease back into it again, ready to get back on that routine again and just get myself back to where I want to be. But in other news, I'm really loving this 8:30 start time. This is really cute. I wish that I didn't have to go to work till 8:30 every single day. So this has been it's been nice, but it's been kind of weird driving to work when the sun is still up, like when the sun is like fully up. But it's been such a relief. I can come home, eat, chill. I feel more relaxed when I get home because I know I don't have to just pretty much eat and go straight to bed. So it's been nice. Let's talk about today. I think it's about to get real today. I'm pretty sure today we're going to be either choosing or being given the topics that we're going to do a presentation on. I think Thursday and Friday are blocked as like days where everybody has to actually do the job that we have with this program, which is giving presentations. And so for I think the presentations have to be like 30 minutes at least. So I'm a little nervous. I don't want to get myself worked up just yet. The worst that can happen is my voice shakes and I am a little embarrassed, but that's not the end of the world, right? I don't have any expectations for today. Hopefully whatever the topic is something that I genuinely want to talk about, because the more you're passionate about whatever you're talking about, the easier it is to talk about it and the easier it is to like kind of research and things like that about the topic. So hopefully it's something I actually want to talk about today, and I just hope I do a good job. That's it. I know that it's hard to start at the beginning of something knowing that you might fail or you might bomb it or like just embarrass yourself. But however I do with this presentation this week is going to be way worse no matter what. Even if I do a fantastic job, it's going to be worse than the presentation I'm going to be able to do a year from now, just because I'll have so much practice under my belt. So I'm going to give myself grace and I'm going to hope for the best, stay positive. Let's do this. Let's have a good day. I will keep y'all posted, but it's time for me to lock in. Wish me luck. All right, y'all, we're back. So I'm at home. I have not vlogged anything today because it has been just a crazy day. It did get real today, like I was saying earlier. We got our subject that we're gonna do a presentation on tomorrow. It has to be like a 30-minute presentation, and mine is on bringing your strengths, is what it's called, is what my like topic is basically. So we just picked our topic out of a hat. That's the one I pulled, so that is what it's meant to be. And so I'm gonna try to decompress, I'm going to decompress and prepare for my presentation tomorrow. I have 2 presentations tomorrow. Actually, I have one just about myself to my leadership, and then in the afternoon I have the presentation for this. So it's a lot on me that I've got going on tomorrow, but I know that I'll be relieved once tomorrow is over, because the people who go tomorrow won't have to go on Friday. So I'll be chilling on Friday and just participating in other people's presentations. But yeah, that's what's going on. So the time's gonna pass and it's gonna happen. I don't feel nervous at all. I know that I'll probably be nervous right before, and I might stumble a little bit throughout, but the world is not going to end. It's going to be fine, and I'm not going to be the only person tomorrow who's nervous. So I'm just going to do my best, try to think of some engaging questions to ask, try to think of some ways to get my audience engaged. Luckily, it's only a small group of people that I'm presenting to tomorrow, and then after tomorrow, I will have the green light to present in front of a lot more people. So it's a good way for me to just kind of just do it so that I can do it. You can't do something until you do it. That's the plan. Other than that, today I took care of a lot of just admin things that I needed to take care of in my life. Went and finally got an Arizona driver's license. I registered to vote in Arizona. Now the DMV in North Carolina can stop sending me threatening letters and harassing me. I live here now, so I was able to get that done today. We're just gonna take it easy. We're gonna get a pizza. We're gonna watch the Love is Blind reunion. I cannot wait. It's gonna be messy. And so we're gonna eat pizza, watch the reunion. I'm gonna practice my presentation, and then I'm going to bed, and I'm not gonna think about it anymore until the time comes tomorrow. So that's the night. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. I didn't vlog at all yesterday because I had to lock in. I think if I go back and recap, I told you guys that Thursday, which was yesterday, was a big day for me. I had 2 presentations. I am happy to report that yesterday went so well. I had such a great day. I do want to recap about that later, so let's put a pin in that for now. Today is Friday. It's Friday, the best day of the week, and I am chilling today. I have not a care in the world, not a worry in the world, because I already did my presentation yesterday. So all I have to do is sit and listen to other people's presentations today, participate in their presentations today, and I don't have to present because I already did it. So I'm feeling relieved today. I'm feeling very relaxed. I got up this morning, I worked out, I stretched, I ate breakfast. Like, it was definitely a vlog worthy morning, but I didn't film that as well. So we're getting back into the rhythm. So moving forward, maybe I'll have an YouTube worthy morning routine for you guys. But yesterday was one of the best days I've had in a very, very long time, so we'll talk about that later. But as for today, here I'm just waiting for a little bit closer to the time class starts, because I literally got here, I still have like 25 minutes till class starts. I'm just gonna sit here, chill, study some French, and then get ready to go inside. So we will definitely debrief. We will talk about yesterday, we'll talk about how the week has went, and I will see you guys soon. All right, we are back, and it is time to debrief, finally. So it's been a couple weeks, as you can see. I cannot bend my finger backwards. Right over there we go. I'm working on getting the video edited. So let's debrief. Let's talk about how the week went and how I'm feeling now. So I said in one of the last clips that was one of the best days I'd had in a long time, the Thursday where I actually did the presentation. And the reason is just because I'm really proud of the way I spoke to myself, of the way I handle myself and my nerves. I have been practicing recently talking to myself the way I would talk to somebody else who's in a similar situation. I'm big on hyping people up, encouraging people, telling them they can do it, but can be harsh on myself sometimes. And so I'm really proud of the way that I talk to myself. I was like, it's gonna be great. You can do this. Don't even worry about it. Like, you're still learning, and just go in there and be yourself. And that's what I said to myself, and that's what I did. One thing that I have been learning and practicing is, if you're nervous, you can't just try to like stuff it down and hold it in. It just makes you, 1, even more nervous, and 2, it's just like that energy has to go somewhere. You can't just try to like stuff it down inside. You have to kind of transform it. You have to use it. You have to let it out. So instead of trying to hide the fact that I was nervous, I like kind of transformed the energy into having a bigger smile, bringing more energy to the presentation, talking more about the topic. Like I just transferred it into power rather than nerves. Was I still nervous? Yes. But in the past, I would hold it in and try to, oh, no one can know that I'm nervous. Everybody's nervous, right? Most people are nervous when talking in front of a big crowd, but there's no hiding that. So don't try to stuff it down inside. So I didn't do that. I transformed it. I made my smile bigger. I made my personality bigger, and I changed it into a positive energy rather than a negative energy that was holding me back. So I'm really proud about that. And overall, I just felt really good. I felt like I really brought my personality to the room. I got some good feedback. I said my voice is very calming. Try to like use the room more, like walk around the room. Don't just like stand in one place up in front of the room. So some good feedback to take and apply to my next presentation. I have done one presentation since then to like 25 new airmen at the base. And I was pretty nervous to start, but I, again, transformed those nerves into something positive. So yeah, I'm just excited to see where things go in the future. And yeah. That's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned a little bit about building your confidence from the ground up. You don't have to have any confidence to have confidence. You just have to have like this much belief in yourself. Ooh. Just a crumb of belief in yourself, and you can turn that crumb into a freaking mountain if you just keep doing little tiny actions to build your confidence. Over the weeks, months, years, you can find yourself stepping up to the plate and raising your hand to do things you never thought that you would ever do. It's like when you're playing a video game and you get to the end of the level and you have like the boss character that you have to beat in order to get to the next level. It's like defeating the boss at the end of the level of the video game. So I'm just trying to defeat as many bosses as possible so that I can keep leveling up. And that's the goal. It's not about being perfect, it's just about trying. So with that being said, I hope you guys are taking excellent care of yourselves. Happy April. We're going to have an amazing month. A stands for amazing. And that's that. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Saturday. I'm going to keep cooking. I'm going to get this video out so y'all can have this video on a Sunday. I've been trying to get a video out on the weekend forever. If you enjoyed the video, you already know exactly what to do. Okay, so just do it. And now I will see you guys very soon with another video. Bye.